Good morning and welcome back to another edition of Gary's Movie Emporium. It's Wednesday, August or September 9th. And just like to extend, hopefully everyone out there that the holiday, everyone was okay. There was no, anything bad that happened or anything, like holidays. Sometimes Labor Day, us Americans can be really crazy on that holiday. I just hope, nobody had any problems with anybody or anything, then today, I believe a lot of kids go back to school, which is a relief for a lot of parents out there. Today's video is going to be a dollar trade with James here on YouTube. He has a channel too. His name's James Bear, if he doesn't mind me giving him his last name. Some people are okay with me giving him last name. Some people, I'm not sure if they do, because I know he wants to get his brand out there. I know he wants to build his trading channel and stuff and for the future, and I'm sure he won't care that I use his last name. But I'm gonna start off here. I got mostly DVDs and one Blu-ray, so I'm gonna start off from the first movie here. Let's get started. It's a movie with James Caan. It's called Little Moon and Judd McGraw. It includes 4 bonus films. This was a Walmart. This 2 is a Echo Bridge from 2016. Has Pony Express Rider, Fort Yuma Gold, the Deadly Companions again. My Outlaw Brother. Pony Express Rider stars Maureen McCormick, Slim Pickens, and Jack Elam. So Slim Pickens is in one of these too. So he's passed on. So it's good to have some stuff from him. Fort Yuma Gold is Juliana Ano Gemma, 96 minutes. Trying to see. Oh, okay. Brian Keith is okay. Okay, yeah. Maureen O'Hara and Brian Keith are in Deadly Companions. I have a old style movie of it, just a soul movie of it itself, that I bought on eBay because I couldn't find it. And then there's My Outlaw Brother, with the late great Robert Stack, who did the voice of, did the kind of creepy voice for the show Unsolved Mysteries. So I have something with him in it, and Mickey Rooney. So they're in a movie together in this. 82 minutes on My Outlaw Brother. Pony Express Rider is 96 minutes. And Deadly Companions is 90 minutes. Little Moon, the main movie here with James Caan, is about a fallen hero named Judd McGraw and an Indian maiden named Little Moon, Stephanie Powers, return to the southwestern ghost town of Black Miller to right the wrongs that have been done by them by town boss Mimo or Aldo Ray. Apparently, this is also starring Sammy Davis Jr. So Sammy Davis is in this as well. A lot of former like music icons and I guess Sammy Davis did some acting too, because I know he was in All in the Family. I know he did maybe a few other TV appearances. This Little Moon and Judd McGraw clocks in at an hour and 23 minutes. It's colored. Looks like it's a pretty good little companion set here. They all complement each other. There's like 5 movies on here together. One main one with a 4 bonus. So there's that one. Much to say on this one. This one's like 25 minutes. This stars Drake Bell, Sean Astin, Naya Rivera, Kyle Chandler, and Matthew Lillard. Have you been naughty or nice? The naughty list. This is an Arc Entertainment release. Actually, this is 46 minutes, not 25. I thought it was 25. It's from 2013. Two young elves, Winter and Snowflake, have a hard time following the rules and are prone to sneaking off for some good elf playtime, but after wrecking the North Pole's official Christmas tree, the two elf brothers, along with a rebellious reindeer named Sparkle, find themselves on the dreaded naughty list. They are forced to do horrible, mundane tasks like washing windows, cleaning bathrooms, and more, but seem to always make the mess worse than when they started. After the group is relegated to kitchen duty, they somehow manage to give the whole North Pole food poisoning, including Santa. Now, with only hours to go before December 25th, they are the only ones left to have help save Christmas. Looks like a pretty neat little Christmas movie for kids. Or for the family, if you're into the family thing, watching with your family. And that's that one. And then there's another Western here. Clint Walker and Yuma. The Gatling Gun, which I know I didn't have. 4 films, collector's set. Well, 4 films, Western collector's set. It has Chuck Connors, The Proud and the Damned, and Sitting Bull. Sitting Bull's been in a lot of these, but these other ones I know I didn't have, so I was glad I picked this up. And I opened it because I thought it was running loose, but it's just the way it sounded. Dual-sided. Would have been better for me if it would have been a couple of discs, but 73 minutes for Yuma, 87 minutes for the Gatling Gun, The Proud and the Damned right here, and Sitting Bull right here. 105 minutes on that. Proud and the Damned 94 minutes. And I think I pretty much said, this is a 2010 Echo Bridge release. So there's the 4 films there. And here's another. I decided to open this one too because I didn't know if this was running free because it's so heavy. It just felt like there was something about it that might be. It's a classic Western series over 10 hours, and it has 10 features with Roy Rogers. It has Hands Across the Border, Billy the Kid Returns, Eyes of Texas, Bells of Rosarita, Grand Canyon Trail, El Dorado, Roll on Texas Moon, Under Nevada Skies, West of the Badlands, and Young Bill Hickok. This is an Echo Bridge 2011 release. Just goes on to say Roy Rogers starred in countless westerns and performed numerous well-known hits while establishing himself as America's favorite singing cowboy. So, and I believe he taught his horse how to do tricks and stuff. My dad would know more about what Roy Rogers did. His was kind of his era, but I was happy to get this. And this I opened, like I said, because and it has this here. Really good looking art on these discs. So this is what these multi-movie sets should be. They should have their own cover art, and if not, you could always take like the 4 movies and like maybe cut them in 4s like a piece of pie, and like put their movie there, put a movie there. At least give it some little bit of a flair, to kind of stand out. Because, I know these are $1, but they weren't $1 when they were, before they hit the Dollar Tree. And you'd think they would have been a little bit better made, like art-wise and things like that. But next up, I thought I'd take a chance on this. It's from, this is from Cookie Jar. The Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd Century, 10 episodes. It says Sherlock Holmes on the case. I know James had been looking for all over for this, and then he must have been able to get at least 2 to 3 copies of this. So he had it in his extras, and I knew I never would see this probably where I live, so I grabbed it. It's nearly 4 hours on here. That's impressive. It's from 1998. Like I said, it has 10 episodes. I'm not sure if it's multi-disc. I'd assume it probably is. At least two or three discs, maybe. But there's that one. And then I got the 5 movie war favorites. It's got This is the Army, Go for Broke, Blood on the Sun, Thunderbolt, and Combat America. Combat America has Clark Gable in it from Gone with the Wind. It also has Bob Hope in it as well. This has almost 7 hours here. It's black and white. Well, at least that's what it says on here. So 2017 Mill Creek. This is the Army. Stars Ronald Reagan and George Murphy. From 43. Go for Broke is 1951. James Cagney in Blood on the Sun was 1945, 97 minutes. That too is black and white. I guess they're not all black and white. I guess they're majority rule more colored than black and white, according to this. Thunderbolt's 1947, 45 minutes in color. And Combat America's 1943, 62 minutes in color. And Thunderbolt also stars James Stewart, Lloyd Bridges, and Robert Lowry. There's the back. Sorry about the glare. And then I got a horror film here. Got a couple of horror films coming up here, guys. Well, I guess this is horror. It looks like it could be like a fantasy horror. It's bewitching and highly evocative, says the Hollywood Reporter. It's called Luna, a film by Dave McKean. Fantasy, reality, and the in-between. There's that one. This is a BBC release, 2014. It does say 2017 Worldwide America, so I don't know if this was out in 2014 and then landed a distribution deal in 2017, but I just know I had to have it. It says it has gorgeous animation, singularly unique experiences, Verite, or Verite. I don't know how to pronounce that. Trying to see kind of like, it kind of sounds a lot more fantasy than horror, but something about it. I love the cover. Kind of has that was it ITN Distributing came out with The Nanny. Kind of has that Nanny look to it, mixed with Legend. Kind of labyrinthy like a little bit too. With the kind of like implied like little, I think that's origami little people here, that somebody had made. It just has a, with the crow up there, the raven. Kind of just, I don't know, it just kind of feels like it has an Edgar Allan Poe look to it or something too. And then next up, I got Charismata, starring Sarah Beck Mather, Jamie Satterwhite. Includes Dark Spirits and the Legacy of Evil. It says Face Your Demons, and this has 2 bonus movies as well. I like the backdrop here. You got a face coming through the wall there. I don't know if this is trying to possess her, or because it's a stigmata is something to do with the devil, so I'm assuming that's probably like the devil. Let's see. This is a 2018 Echo Bridge. The main movie, Charismata, is an SP Releasing and Raven Banner Entertainment. Can't read all of what that main one's about because they put a pesky sticker over about the first part to read. So, like I said, Charismata here's the main film. Dark Spirits and Legacy of Evil. Dark Spirits clocks in at 96 minutes. It's not rated. Legacy of Evil is not rated either, and is 90. I believe this is 91 minutes or 91 minutes with some situational violence and profanity, but pretty much to be expected with this genre. And then I got another horror here. I didn't even realize it. It's called the Monster Movie Mix. Horror Beyond the Grave, 12 films. Here. And then on the back, it says Monster Movie Mix, Terror Beyond the Stars, 12 films. And this has a alien on the back of it here. Should crack this open and see what films it has on it. I think I'm going to do that, if you guys don't mind. Sorry about the delay. I just like to know what these horror packs have on them. I'd like to say congratulations once again to No Mercy for winning the Lucky 80 contest. Can you please give me your shipping address and my JasonForLife_13 at MSN.com, and then I can get your address, and then I can get you out your movie. Because we finally agreed on a movie, so I gotta live up to my contest. I gotta get it out there for you. This says the corpse vanishes, Night Fright, Killers from Space, Destination Space, The Passage Beyond, Blunder, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Tales of Frankenstein, Verdict from Space, Flash Gordon and Return of the Androids, Captain Z. Row, Meteor, and Johnny Jupiter. There's a lot of short ones on here, but I guess that's to be expected. I take it some of them might be episodes of something too as well. But that's what it looks like. Kind of plain disc art, but be expected. And then I got this from James too, because I'm a huge Los Angeles Lakers fan, and I hope they win it all this year, but there's some really good teams in there. Like the Celtics are good this year. I don't know, whole slew of Rockets are good. It's just going to be a tough, and the Clippers, and it's just going to be a tough draw to get to the finals because that West is so stacked with great teams that it's just, I don't know, it's like once you get past the West, the teams are already probably spent because they've played so many good teams that, it's probably grueling to be in these NBA playoffs. But here's the Celtics, Lakers, best of enemies. Between these two teams, they've, I think Boston has 17 NBA championships and Lakers have 16. But between the two teams together, they've had 33 championship runs. 12 NBA final. They've met each other 12 times in the NBA finals. Has bonus features, director's statements, and a trailer. It's Kareem, James Worthy, Kurt Rambis, Kevin McHale. A couple of these guys I don't recognize because I think they were probably early Celtics, maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Yeah, you got the 3 Lakers, and then there's the 3 Celtics here. So almost 300 minutes of. I think this is it says it's a 30 for 30 from ESPN. So any Laker or Celtic fan would be glad to own this. So there's that one. I was happy to get that. Go good with my sports. Little bit of a sports stack that I have. I don't have a lot, but I'm just kind of wanting to add it to like. the Houston Astros Blu-ray, and then I had the Chicago Cubs Blu-ray World Series Blu-rays. So it kind of will go on. I know it's a different format, but at least it'll accompany those sports ones that I do have. Then I thought I'd try this out. There's actually 5 movies in this series. It's called Mythic Quest for Heroes. Stars Kevin Sorbo and Melanie Stone. Finally, a high fantasy film that nails the genre completely. Alicia Rousseau from MoviePilot.com. Yeah, Kevin Sorbo hasn't really did a lot since he's played Hercules. I mean, he's been in those, like, I think he's in another. He's kept busy, but he's kind of went away from that. He's kind of did like more. Let's say like more like religious type films. I know he's did a number of those. I just wish he could have kind of stayed more like Hercules genre and stuff. I mean, I know there's only so many of those movies you can make, but I just kind of wish he would have stayed in that path. But this is a Sun World Pictures, 92 minutes from 2015. Has special features, the making of Mythica, trailers, and a music video. There's really no sense of reading what it's about because it's so brief on the back here, but you really no really point of reading it. They at least have the first one anyway because that's the one that starts it all. And, you know, I don't want to confuse anybody like, oh, well, you know, that might be the first one. It might be the fourth one. You know, I don't know. I don't know what it is in the series, but I'd rather have the first one and then maybe read it, but I just know this probably isn't the first one in the series. It says, heroes will rise, myth and legend will come to life. There's the back. Pretty basic. Looks pretty good, though. And then I got Night of the Living Dead, the 6 horror movie collection. It has Night of the Living Dead with, then it has 5 bonus movies on it here. Once again, plain disc art here. It's from Mill Creek Entertainment. Night of the Living Dead, House on Haunted Hill, Dementia 13, Night of Bloody Horror, The Brain That Wouldn't Die, Nosferatu. Living Dead's from 1968, of course. House on Haunted Hill is 1959. Dementia 13 is from 1963. Night of Bloody Horror is from 69. The Brain That Wouldn't Die is from 62. And Nosferatu is the oldest on here. It's comes in, was made in 1922. So, pretty happy to have that. Even if it, you know, might even be silent, I don't know. But I always hear good things about Nosferatu. But like I said, that's a Mill Creek, and just a shy running time of over 8 hours and 7 minutes, and some change, probably maybe like 30 seconds or something over the. Because they just try to round them off when they do that. Because many times, or it might even be shorter than that. Because I've noticed, like, I watched Gerald's Game, it's listed as, like, well over. But then when the credits start rolling, it's like an hour and 37 minutes. And so there's like 4, 5, 6 minutes left of the credits still to roll. So, I mean, you're really actually getting an hour, hair over an hour and a half, which I read on IMDb. Gerald's Game was 101 minutes, I think, or something. And I just kind of, like, I was like, wow. And it's just like a lot of credits for a Netflix film, especially, you know, because that's where it came from. But next up, this is the one that I was telling James about, that it was on the top when it came in the box. It's nothing to do with it he did, but post office, I got the box and I opened it up, and he bubble wrapped it. Like, he's great at bubble wrapping these trades. And I opened it up, and the top one I thought was fine. My wife said the box was crushed in because she had taken it off the porch, and she had the box somewhat open when I got home, and I don't think she wanted to mess with it because she didn't know, you know, if it was all intact or whatever. But got the bubble wrap off, and this one was on the top. And this is a case that I switched it out with for one of my movies that has a disc rot. I don't know, you've probably heard of it, the movie The 10. So I took the disc, threw the disc out, and down through here on the original case for No Good Deed here, I had a crack like right here. And then like pieces of it were running free. So I took everything out of there, and I was able to put it in this clear case that I have. And I actually like the clear case anyway, so why not do that, But I remember this movie at the theater way back when it came out. It says it's 2015. Actually, it says 2014. It says the layout and design was 2015. You would have thought it would have been out before around the time the movie come out, because then they had an idea what they were going to do with the design of the cover art and all that. But I'm taking it was a 2014 movie, and maybe when it did come out, it was late in the year, and it didn't actually get released on DVD and Blu-ray. Even if it is on Blu-ray, 2015. But it's 84 minutes, 5.1. Has a special feature, making a thriller. Get the Blu-ray for more special features. Okay, it does come equipped with a Blu-ray. It's PG-13. That's my only problem. Usually these PG-13 ones are very Lifetime Movie Network-ish when you go to see them at the theater, because I've even had somebody in the theater before say, I could have stayed home and watched this on Lifetime Movie Network. And what was he? Oh, The Gift. That's the movie I went to see. And he was kind of right, because it kind of was like really tame. I was hoping it was going to be more horrific, kind of like more violence, or, a little bit, I don't know. I like my movies. This one was good, but I just wish they could have like made it a little darker, maybe more like a Bad Influence, or Pacific Heights. Hand Rocks a Cradle, more like that kind of like devious. It's more like just like, like a criminal breaks into a lady's house, or so. I can't remember what he does exactly for a living. Yeah, it says he's an escape convict. He comes off as charming, but I think he has a violent side in a past. And it's just, I just wish it would have been more like it falls in that category of more like horror than thriller. Because, I mean, I like these thrillers, but sometimes they're not great either. But this wasn't too bad. Wasn't great by any means. It had a lot of flaws, but I like stuff like Pacific Heights and Bad Influence and stuff, and things like that are a little bit more like on the darker, seedier side of those kind of thrillers. And then I got The Dukes of Hazzard, The Beginning. This is a prequel. I guess this is when the Duke boys and Daisy were like teenager aged. They must have been not really teenagers, because they're late teens, like to where they could still drive a car. It says you never forget the first time. Meet teenagers Bo and Luke Duke, high-spirited troublemakers new to Hazard County. Their care of their moonshine-making uncle Willie Nelson, and Boss Hog Christopher McDonald is already. Now, I can't read that because of the back, but you're at the starting line of the Duke saga. Let the comedy spill and thrills pile up at lightning fast speed. And it has a decent amount of special features for a direct-to-video title. This is a Warner Brothers title. 95 minutes. It's dual-layer format. So, yeah, I remember seeing, this is a Warner premiere, actually. I remember seeing the theatrical. I used to grow up when I grew up. I used to watch the show like religiously every Friday. I think it was on every Friday night. It would Thursday or Friday. It was on every week on CBS. I used to have everything from the Dukes of Hazzard when I grew up. I love the show. I went and seen the movie Dukes of Hazzard at the drive-in. I believe it's the Valley Brook Drive-In. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it was there. Valley Brook Drive-In. They have a really big screen. It's kind of an outdated drive-in setup, but it's really like their screen is really huge. The only problem is their sound. They tend to have like issues with fuzziness every so often. I think it's because their sound system's not up to code. But yeah, we seen that there, and it must have been successful enough for them to warrant a prequel. They probably wanted to do a sequel, but it's probably, they knew they weren't going to probably be able to recast the same people from, I think the one that went to the theaters had Johnny Knoxville and Sean William Scott played Stifler in American Pie. Johnny Knoxville played Luke Duke, and Sean William Scott played Bo Duke. I can't remember anybody else other than those. Well, and then Jessica Simpson, she played Daisy. But other than that, I don't really remember anybody in that first movie so much. But I had to have this. This is an unrated copy here for you Duke fans, just to get one last look before I set her down. And then finally, the only Blu-ray I had in this trade, my favorite NBA basketball player, Kevin Durant, Thunderstruck. I think I like Kevin Durant so much because he reminds me a lot of Kobe Bryant. I see a lot of Kobe in him. Good mind for the court, kind of like a court general. I know a lot of people say Kobe was a ball hog, but early Kobe, I'd admit, was probably a bit of a ball hog. But in the early days when he was just Kobe, he kind of had to be, because there was like no player on the team that was remotely in his league. And then when Shaq came in, the team gelled, and I think he got to become a really good team player. So, sorry about the length of the video, guys. It's clocking in at 33 minutes. This is 94 minutes on this Kevin Durant film. So, from Warner Brothers. Has special features from KD's Clinic, Coach Z from Backboards to Clapboards, and Tristan May's video blog. And includes deleted scenes. Yeah, I've never seen this in any of the Dollar Tree hunts. So I saw this, I was like, yeah, I gotta grab this, because I know I'd probably never get it anytime soon. So, well, that completes Wednesday, September 9th's Dollar Tree trade haul. And I'd like to thank everybody that watched over the long holiday weekend. Watched my last video. Started out a bit slow, but I chalked that one up to people being out and about and doing their thing for Labor Day. But started getting some eyes on it yesterday, and I got up somewhere near 300 views again. So I'm stoked that you guys, are watching these like you are, and still getting the thumbs ups, and still getting a guy that's giving me a thumbs down, so he must not like what I'm doing. But I don't care. Like I said, I do this because I have a love for physical media, and I like to show you what's out there. If you're lucky, you can find people on YouTube that are nice and trade, and like I said, I'm thankful for guys like James that like to trade, and like we like to kind of keep everybody's collection, under a banner of the stuff they like, not just be stuff you're just collecting for the sake of collecting. Like Like I know that's what it feels like sometimes. There's some stuff here I'm kind of iffy about if I want to keep, but then I'm like, no, I should buy. I should add to a Western collection. I should add to my sci-fi collection. Because I liked all the genres. It's just a lot of it's older stuff, and I don't know if I want it. But then I'm like, yeah, but it's good to have it because a lot of those actors are no longer alive, and maybe who knows, along the way you find something that you didn't think you'd like, you will like. But I got, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 titles here. One of them counted as 14 because they were wrapped together, but there's 15 titles sitting right here that I got in a trade. I had traded. We worked out a trade for a way to do it so that he got a 15 movie deal thing, and I got the full 15 from the dollar store or Dollar Tree. And it was, we've been having smooth sailing trading, and I always look forward to trades with him. I got to start getting better about what I have for trading, because it seems like there's times that I get there and I don't know. I see extras of stuff, but do I grab it? I don't know, because I don't know if it's going to be popular. That's why I'm kind of hesitant. There's been times I've wanted to grab extras that later I'd need, and then there's times I've grabbed stuff that's extras that I thought people would want, and then I've got them sitting over there. So, I mean, I'm kind of new to all of this still, and I've only really been doing this for about 4 or 5 months, maybe, and to where I can, put them on video to show, different things like that. But I wish I would have been doing this from the beginning. I'd be a lot more experienced, and I'd know exactly everything I have. I'm getting better. I have a little bit more of an organization now of what I want to do. But if you like this video and you like what you've seen, I've got here a bit of more of Dollar Tree and Big Lots and General Dollar that we picked up on Labor Day. But it's not a lot more, but I have enough to do probably a couple more videos. So I'm glad everybody was able to watch this today, and I'm glad the holidays kind of wind down and stuff, because I just don't like too much. I mean, it's fine to go out and relax and things like that, but with everything going on, the park we went to have a picnic was so dead because they had the water shut down, and it's just, I want things to get back to normal. I don't want people going out for the sake of going out just because they're bored, because, I don't know what's going on with COVID right now, and there's talk of a vaccine, so hopefully things in 2021 can get back to normal, and everybody can, have less stress going on and things. But take care, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm not sure if it'll be tomorrow. Probably with the length of this, it could possibly be the next day, but I do have a couple free days coming up Thursday and Friday, so I might drop one tomorrow and then Friday. But you all stay safe out there, and remember, keep it Gary's Movie Emporium for all your Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Big Lots, even Walmart and Hamilton Book. I might go back to them at some point again. It's just I've been kind of busy, but I hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.